What unfolded backstage before SmackDown even hit the air left the WWE Universe stunned. Fans, expecting the usual drama and in-ring action, instead found themselves glued to leaked footage of Brock Lesnar making an unannounced return. What people witnessed wasn't a typical stare-down or a scripted promo. It was chaos. The Beast Incarnate didn't walk in quietly. He stormed in with intensity, catching everyone off guard. The energy in the arena changed in an instant, with whispers spreading that something major had gone down behind the curtain before the cameras ever rolled. Brock Lesnar's presence reignited. There's something about Brock Lesnar that no other WWE superstar can replicate. His very presence feels unpredictable, dangerous, and larger than life. When he appeared backstage, there was no flashy entrance or scripted introduction. Instead, the tension skyrocketed instantly, reminding fans why Lesnar has always been regarded as WWE's ultimate alpha. People watching the leaked footage said it felt more like a force of nature had arrived than a wrestling storyline playing out. That aura of legitimacy is why Brock continues to resonate with fans after decades at the top. The target, Bronson Reed. In the middle of this storm stood Bronson Reed. Known as the Colossal, Reed has been carving out a reputation as one of WWE's new powerhouse figures. At over 330 pounds, he's dominated opponents and built momentum as the next big monster of the company. But on this night, Reed wasn't basking in victory. He was blindsided by the harsh reality of standing opposite Brock Lesnar. Whether by design or by chance, Reed found himself face-to-face with someone who thrives on proving he's still the most feared competitor in the business. The physical clash accounts from backstage suggest that the altercation was physical, chaotic, and shocking in its suddenness. What began as a confrontation quickly escalated into a storm of power moves and raw force. Reed attempted to stand his ground, but Lesnar's explosiveness turned the area into a scene of pure destruction. The energy of the encounter wasn't just about moves, it was about the collision of two giants with reputations built on dominance. Those present described it as unforgettable, the kind of clash that felt more real than anything scripted for television. A divided fan reaction. As soon as footage leaked online, fans lit up social media with mixed emotions. Some cheered Lesnar's return, thrilled that he reminded everyone why he's still considered WWE's most intimidating figure. To them, this was the unpredictability wrestling has been missing. Others, however, were unsettled, calling it excessive and worrying about what it meant for a rising star like Bronson Reed. This division among fans is part of what makes Lesnar such a unique figure. He blurs the lines between story and reality, leaving people unsure how to react. The mystery of WWE's silence. One of the most intriguing parts of this situation has been WWE's silence. Normally, an incident of this magnitude would spark statements, fines, or suspensions. Yet so far, officials have said nothing. No formal acknowledgement, no press release, just quiet. That silence has fueled speculation that this wasn't just a random act, but part of a larger plan. Could Triple H and WWE Creative have orchestrated this as a test for Bronson Reed? Or was it a calculated way to set the stage for one of the most brutal rivalries in recent memory? The locker room reaction. Behind the curtain, reports suggest that the locker room has been buzzing with strong opinions. Some superstars are reportedly frustrated, wondering if Brock Lesnar has once again been given free rein to do whatever he wants. Others, however, see his return as exactly what WWE needs: unpredictability, chaos, and the kind of authentic danger that forces everyone to raise their game. The split reaction reflects the larger question. Does Lesnar's dominance add excitement to WWE, or does it create an unsafe and unfair environment for rising talent? Bronson Reed's interrupted momentum. Before this shocking night, Bronson Reed's momentum was undeniable. Week after week, he was building credibility as one of WWE's unstoppable forces. That rise, however, has now been derailed. Whether by creative design or unfortunate timing, his name is now forever linked with Brock Lesnar's return. Instead of preparing for his next scheduled matches, Reed is being evaluated, his storyline progress suddenly frozen. The sight of him being taken away from the arena in need of medical attention left fans questioning whether his push has been cut short before reaching its peak. The Beast's message. What's most fascinating about Brock's return is that he didn't need to speak a word. Every glare, every motion, every calculated step was a message. Lesnar thrives on intimidation, and he sent a clear signal not only to Reed but to the entire locker room. He's back, and he won't be replaced. For months, whispers of retirement and fading relevance followed Brock. That ended in an instant. With his actions, he reminded the WWE Universe that he isn't just part of the roster, he's the standard against which monsters are measured. Fans divided. Online discussion hasn't slowed since the incident. Hashtags trended worldwide, videos spread like wildfire, and debates raged across platforms. On one side, supporters argue that Lesnar's return is the jolt of realism WWE needs. On the other, critics worry about what it means for new stars like Bronson Reed, who might now struggle to recover from both the physical and narrative fallout. This division shows just how powerful the moment was. Lesnar doesn't just compete. He polarizes, igniting conversation far beyond the ring. The role of Triple H speculation about Triple H's involvement has only added fuel to the fire. Some fans believe Lesnar's return wasn't spontaneous, but carefully orchestrated by WWE's creative leadership. If Reed was being built too quickly as a new powerhouse, bringing back Brock to test him might have been part of the long-term plan. WWE's silence almost feels like confirmation. By refusing to address the incident directly, officials leave the door open for fans to speculate, debate, and anticipate what might come next. A clash of titans looms. If this confrontation truly sets the stage for a feud, then fans could be witnessing the beginning of one of WWE's most destructive rivalries. The Beast versus the Colossal isn't just another storyline, it's the collision of two physical titans. Imagine the rematches, steel cage wars, last man standing battles, or even Hell in a Cell showdowns that could push both men to their absolute limits. If Reed recovers and returns stronger, the rivalry could define WWE's next era of brutality and spectacle. Reed's road to redemption. For Bronson Reed, the road ahead is uncertain. If he embraces this setback as part of his story, it could fuel a redemption arc that makes him even more dangerous. Fans love underdog comebacks, and watching Reed claw his way back from humiliation and injury could elevate him further than an undefeated streak ever would. But the danger is real. If he can't recover his momentum, this confrontation could stall his rise permanently. The ball is now in WWE's court to decide how his story unfolds. Brock's legacy reinforced. For Brock Lesnar, this return cements his legacy once again. Every time fans think he might be done, he re-emerges to remind the world that he remains WWE's most legitimate threat. His history in amateur wrestling, UFC, and WWE makes him unique. No one else carries the same aura of unpredictability and menace. Whether fans cheer him or jeer him, they respect the reality that when Lesnar is around, anything can happen. And that's why he continues to dominate headlines. The bigger picture in WWE beyond Reed and Lesnar, this incident raises bigger questions about WWE's direction. For years, the company has balanced scripted entertainment with flashes of reality. Brock's return leans heavily toward the latter, injecting danger and unpredictability that feels authentic. That's what fans often crave, the sense that not everything is scripted, that something real might be happening. Whether intentional or not, Lesnar's return blurred that line once again, and in doing so, it reignited interest across the wrestling world. What happens next? The future now depends on how WWE handles this chaos. Will they frame it as a shocking one-time incident, or will they build it into the company's next great rivalry? Will Bronson Reed come back stronger, determined to prove himself, or will this mark the end of his push? And will Brock Lesnar continue to dominate unchecked, or will someone step up to challenge him? Those questions are exactly why the WWE Universe is buzzing, because the answers are still unknown. Reed, but to the entire locker room, he's back, and he won't be replaced. For months, conclusion, the spark of a war. What happened backstage wasn't just an attack. It was the beginning of something bigger. Brock Lesnar's return sent a message to Bronson Reed, to the WWE locker room, and to fans worldwide. The beast isn't done. Bronson Reed may have been left broken, but his story is far from finished. If he rises again, the collision between the Colossal and the Beast could shake WWE to its core. For now, all we can do is wait, speculate, and anticipate the next chapter in this brewing war. One thing is clear, this chaos has reignited a fire in WWE, and the fallout will define the months to come.